first trade of a future Pro Football Hall of Famer involving a darkness retreat has finally gone through. Not officially yet, but it's basically going to happen.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is on the New York Jets. How about that? Wow.
The trade is expected to officially go through NFL league offices before the draft comes on Thursday.
Yep.
It's a day that I don't think, as a lifelong Green Bay Packers fan, you wanted. After years ago, he said that he wanted to remain a Packer for the rest of his career. But the fact is, in pro football, there are so few players who get to write their ticket to stay with one team anymore. Now, there's a lot to this trade as well with the New York Jets. As he goes to New York, it's a very complicated list of trade aspects that are happening. 2 key points. One, the Packers and Jets are going to flip their first-round picks. Green Bay gets 13. The Jets get 15, and there's a lot more compensation to come after that for Green Bay.
Yeah. The Jets are going to get Aaron Rodgers. They're going to get pick 15 from the Packers, and they're going to get a 5th round this year from the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Packers, in return, are getting pick 13.
Okay.
They're going to get one of the Jets' 2nd-round picks. I don't know which one. They have multiple. So I'm guessing that will come at some point. And they're also going to be getting a 6th-round pick this year. And then next year, it's a conditional pick. If Aaron Rodgers plays 65% or more of the snaps for the Jets this season, that is a 2024 first. If not, it's a 2024 second.
Which means that all of Green Bay is going to be counting every single week how many plays Aaron Rodgers plays compared to the overall number of snaps the Jets take on offense.
Yeah.
Never thought I would ever see an entire fan base focus their energy for an entire season on that, but we know that's coming, Green Bay Packers fans. We also know that this now finally passes the torch to the first-round pick that the Green Bay Packers made a few years ago, which was said to be the defining move of Brian Gutekunst's term as general manager. Well, now it's going to be this move. But Jordan Love, who we traded up for to get that first-round pick to get him.
10, I think, is going to be a really good player. This year is going to be a kind of... It seems like what the Packers are saying is that this and next year are going to be just development years for him. And, I mean, the Packers, really, it's about having the guys around him. Offensively and on the defensive side, which is something they didn't do much with Rodgers, getting him everything he needs to win. You look at Christian Watson, you look at Romeo Doubs, you have A.J. Dillon for another year. Aaron Jones just signed a big contract, or restructured a big contract, so you have pieces around him. The O-line, obviously, we'll see how that goes in the draft, and then defensively, there's some pieces. But the Packers... Goody said in his press conference right after the trade news came out that he doesn't see it as a rebuild, but it's a rebuild. It is
definitely a rebuild.
Because they're the core pieces there. It's just the building blocks that the Packers need.
And it's time for that rebuild. It's past due. I think when the Packers signed Rodgers to their latest previous deal with Rodgers, where they gave him everything he wanted, it turned into win now.
Yeah.
It turned into win now, and it turned into a gamble that didn't work in terms of winning a championship, partially because of Aaron Rodgers' performance in the postseason, but also because of other issues. And more than anything else, the amount of salary cap that he took up hamstrung the Packers' capabilities to win by getting other players to shore up a lot of deficiencies that Rodgers could cover up during the regular season, but they always show themselves in the playoffs.
Yeah.
The great teams are the teams that are fully balanced, that have no weaknesses, not the teams that have a superstar at one position that can usually overcome a fault or two. And that's why I think you saw the Packers lose so often in the last 12 seasons in the postseason, despite a bunch of years where they were the number 1 seed.
Yeah. Was Rodgers not the highest paid quarterback in football until a couple weeks ago?
He, I believe, was.
Yeah.
And the Packers, yes, there's still going to be some salary cap that they're going to have to take up, dead cap space, but they finally can get rid of that after this upcoming year. Maybe after 2 years. I would hope that they would front load it as much as they can.
Yeah. Are the Jets going to take some of this contract?
That's something we're going to have to look at once the trade becomes official.
Yeah.
But the more that the Packers can front load that dead cap space this year, the faster that they can rebuild and return to contention in future years. This ain't going to be a playoff season, Packers fans.
No, it won't be.
And I'm okay with that because we understand why. It's time to move to the future, and the future is Jordan Love.
Yep.
Thank you all of you for catching this. To catch more of what we do,
like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell. Ding, ding, ding. Go to linktree.com/Georgie Stories for all of our social media.
For little buddy, I'm Daddy.
So long from the Soul G Sports Studios in Philadelphia. Let's go, Love!
Okay, do your homework, kid.